Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Rita Sarumina Rasa. I study at Pasca Sarjana UIN Sunan Gunung Jati, Bandung. Today, I wanna discuss about the alternative perspective on stabilization policy. Okay, economic stabilization policies have been a topic along debate among economic and policymakers. Since a Great Depression on the 1913, government in various countries have taken an active role in stabilizing the economy. However, the effectiveness and appropriateness of stabilization policies are still debated to this day. One of the fundamental questions is whether monetary and fiscal policy should be an active or a passive in stabilizing the economy. The active view argues that the economy is vulnerable to shock that can use unnecessary fluctuation in output and unemployment and inflation. On the other hand, the passive view believes that the stabilization effort often ends in the economic destabilization. Another important question is whether policymakers should exercise discretion or follow fixed policy rules. Proponents of discretion argue that flexibility is necessary to handle unexpected situations. On the other hand, proponents of policy should highlight the risk of the time inconsistency and the potential for misuse of the policy for certain political purpose. This debate became very relevant when the global economic experience in rise in 2008. The financial crisis and the recessions that follow forced policymakers around the world to reconsider of their approach to economic stabilization. Development in macroeconomic theory have also influenced this debate. Lucas' criticism has challenged traditional policy evaluation method and emphasizes the importance of considering how policies affect expectation and behavior. Research on the central bank independence has provided new insight into the institutional design of the monetary policy. Method. This study uses a qualitative approach with several quantitative elements. The method used are conceptual analysis and literature review. The author outlines various arguments and the perspective regarding economic stabilization policy, comparing different views on active versus passive policies and rule versus discretion. An empirical literature review was also conducted especially related to the study of central bank independence. In addition, there is a theoretical analysis using a simple mathematical model, Philip curve and loss function, to illustrate the problem of the inconsistency in monetary policy. Although there are qualitative elements in the model and reference to empirical studies, the main focus of the document is on conceptual analysis and qualitative discussion of economic policy argument. Should policy be active or passive? Active policy proponents argue that the economy is vulnerable to frequent shock to aggregate demand and supply. They believe that without government intervention through monetary and fiscal policy, the shock will cause unnecessary inefficient fluctuation in output, unemployment, and inflation. On the other hand, supporters of passive policies such as Milton Friedman view that the economy as naturally stable. They blame poor economic policies for the large and inefficient fluctuation that we sometimes experience. Friedman argued that economic policies should not try to fine-tune the economy, but rather economic policymakers should acknowledge their limited capability and be satisfied if they do not cause harm. The main argument of passive policy is the existence of a long and varied lag in policy implementation and effectiveness. Argument against both active policy. Policy acts with long variable lags including inside lag and outside lag. Inside lag is the time between the shock and the policy response. First, takes time to recognize shock, and then take time to implement policy, especially fiscal policy. Outside legs is the time to take for policy to affect economy. If conditions change before policy impact is felt, the policy may destabilize the economy. Automatic stabilizer definition: policy that stimulates or depresses the economy when necessary without any deliberate policy change, designed to reduce the lag associated with stabilization policy. Example: income tax, unemployment insurance, and welfare. Next, forecasting the macroeconomy. Because policy acts with lag, policymakers must predict future conditions. Two ways economic generated forecast. First, leading economy indicator atau or LAE, data series that fluctuated in advance of the economy. Then, macroeconometric model, large-scale model with estimated parameter that can be used to forecast the response of the endogenous variable to shock and policies. The Lucas critique. The Robert Lucas won Nobel Prize in 1975 for his work and rational expectation. Forecasting the effect of policy change has often been done using model estimated with historical data. Lucas pointed out that such prediction would not be valid if the policy change alter expectation in a way that changed the fundamental relationship between variables. Then, next, rules and distraction basic concept. Policy conducted by rules. Policymakers announce in advance how policy will respond in various situations and commit themselves to following through. Policy conducted by distraction, as even occur the circumstance change, policymakers use their judgment and apply whatever policies seem appropriate at the time. Argument for rules. Distrust for policymakers and the political process. Misinformed politicians' interests sometimes not to do the same as the interests of society. 2. The time inconsistency of discretionary policy. Definition: a scenario in which policymakers have intensive to range on a previously announced policy once others have acted on the announcement. Destroy policymaker credibility by reducing effectiveness of their policies. Monetary policy rules. Constant money supply growth rate. Advocate by monetary stabilization agree demand only if velocity is stable. 2. Target growth rate of nominal GDP. Automatically increase money growth whenever nominal GDP grows slower than target. Decrease money grow when nominal GDP grow exceeded target. Target the inflation rate automatically reduce money growth whenever inflation rise above the target rate. Many countries' central bank now practice inflation targeting but allow themselves a little discretion. Central bank independence. A policy rule announced by central bank will work only if they announcement is credible. Credibility depends in a part of degree of independence of central bank. Conclusion. The argument for rules-based policy emphasizes the issue of the time inconsistency and the risk of policy abuse for short-term political gains. Kylan and Prescott point out that the discretion policy can produce worse outcome than optical policy rule due to credibility issue. However, proponents of discretion argue that flexibility is necessary to handle unexpected situations. Research on central bank independence has provided new insight into monetary policy design. Empirical studies show a correlation between central bank independence, lower, stable, cost-free inflation in the dam of the real economic performance. These findings have prompted many countries to give a greater economy to their central bank. Inflation targeting has emerged as a popular monetary policy framework that combines elements of rule discretion. By announcing specific inflation target, central banks are increasing the transparency and accountability of their policies, while still maintaining flexibility to respond to economic shock. This approach can be seen as a form of limited discretion. I've been done with this discussion. Thank you for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.